it was almost biblical what was happening that particular year. A tornado blew through Nashville. It took off part of the house. We had the pandemic that everybody was going through. And then I had my stroke. This was meant to be a rock and roll album. Seemed to be speaking about surviving and fighting an uphill battle and, you know, coming back strong. There seems to be a message almost shouting out from the album saying, rock and roll is not dead. It's here to bring us all together and save us all. Let's Get the Band Back Together is really just about missing old friends and wanting to get back together with people you haven't seen in a long time. It sort of has that feeling like just, you know, not wanting to lose touch. The seriousness of that and the gravity of that is what we were all dealing with during the pandemic, was just feeling isolated and disconnected. There's just this sense of what's going on in the rest of the world.
It's hard to believe when I think back how we ever stayed on track. All those crazy things we did, we were just another bunch of stupid kids, staying up all night, playing poker and pool, playing Dylan and the Bossmen. Thought we were cool. Let's get the band back together. Let's get the band back together. Let's get the band back together. Let's get the band. Let's get the band back together and do it again. Now we hung together for as long as we could, but sooner or later it was understood Let's get the band back together. Let's get the band back together. Let's get the band back together. Let's get the band. Yeah. Let's get the band back together and do it again. Let's get the band back together. Come on. Let's get the band back together. Yeah, let's get the band back together.
love sitting at a bar. I love bar stools. I just feel comfortable there. I pointed that out to somebody, though. There are a lot of songs about drinking on this record. But that's okay. You know, the feeling, what I'm feeling right now is this sense of celebrating, wanting to celebrate the freedom from the pandemic and being able to see our friends again and hug people again. I couldn't hug anybody for the longest time. That did a number on my head, I think, because I'm a hugger. I have to hug.
Sitting over here in the corner booth, hanging on to another green bottle. Give me one more taste of my lost youth, and it's the last call for the truth. Used to be a lot of friendly faces, all my friends every night of the week, celebrating our lack of social graces, staying true to our ragtag mystique. Give me one more song to sing along to. Give me one more dance to hold you through. Give me one more taste of my lost youth. It's the last call for the truth. It's the last call for the truth. I've seen what happens when you stay too long, but I guess I never got the memo. I always have to hear the last song before Johnny on the jukebox says go home. Now it's time to take the last cab home to my little place just up the street, 'cause the night ain't so young anymore. It's just another ride in the back seat. Give me one more song to sing along to. Give me one more dance to hold you through. Give me one more taste of my lost youth. And this last call for the truth. It's the last call for the truth. Every night is the sun. Have I given away my better days? Have I given up the game? Will I ever change my ways? Give me one more song
jukeboxes, always have. PJ Clark's, that's what it was. Yeah, it was in Upper West Side. And they had a great jukebox. We used to go in there and get a glass of wine, and I'd grab a bunch of quarters or dollar bills and start putting them in the jukebox. And I found myself really enjoying just being in there and just having the music come pouring out of that jukebox. And I love the atmosphere and environment in there anyway. And it just became kind of a refuge, I should say, you know, from the hustle and bustle of the New York City streets.
I've been sitting home every night, staring out the window over the skyline, across the sleepy city and the twinkling lights. Sometimes my idle mind hates what it finds. These days, my world seems so small. I'm a prisoner inside these four walls, going crazy with the sound of my own voice, and going crazy if I don't get out of this house. Thank God for my corner bar, so close I don't need a car. I think I'll wander down a couple of blocks to get to my favorite jukebox. Then I won't be lonely, and then I won't be lonely anymore. They've got an old Wurlitzer, it's a work of art, and I've got a handful of quarters, and I know how to ease my lonely heart with Patsy Cline and muddy waters. I'm always
I felt this real kinship with Tom Petty. Maybe because he's Southern, maybe because he writes amazing songs about being Southern. And he gets it, he gets me. I think he sees some of himself in me, maybe, and thinks about when he was first starting out, and or thinks about when he was at the point where I am in my career. He understands all the different phases of a rock and roll career.
With the sun coming in from the west, so I cover my eyes and I wait for the light to change. And I think about you, and it's kind of strange, but I think about you, sitting in the backseat of a downtown taxi, speeding across New York City.
He's like the guy next door, except he's Bruce Springsteen. You have to remind yourself of that sometimes when you're hanging around him, because he's so down to earth. Well, we were really blessed to be able to have him on there, and his wife Patty Scialfa, yeah. So Tom would be my husband and manager. We were working on, I guess it was Rock and Roll Heart, and he said, piped up and said, wouldn't it be great if we could get Bruce on this song? And then Jesse Mallon, who was collaborating with us, said, I think I can make that happen for you. Let me go back to New York, go home and see what I can do. And he went back to New York, and lo and behold, Bruce and Patty jumped at it and said yes, they'd love to do it. And we sent them the tracks, and they went into the studio where they were and just jumped in, and it's total spontaneity. We didn't tell them what to do at all. We just let them take the reins, and they did a great job, and it came out great, and I'm just real proud of that.
Turns on the radio and hears the sound. Now he knows that Anybody see what's going down? Anybody see what's going down? They're sending in all the clowns, that's what's going down. To play on all your fears, to play on all your fears, to tell you what you wanna hear, to play on all your fears. They're playing one against the other. They're playing one against the other. Fathers and mothers, sisters and brothers, one against the other. Shake 'em up, shake 'em up, shake 'em up. Sometimes you gotta shake 'em down. Break 'em up, break 'em up, break 'em up. Sometimes you gotta break 'em down. This is not my city, this is not my town. This is not my city, this is not my town. They say you can't go home again. You can't go home again. Nothing's the same as it was back then. You can't go home again. But this was the place that made me. Yeah, this was the place that made me. This was the place that saved me, the place that made me. Now
Tom was living in uptown Minneapolis, and where he's from that area. He would look through a window of his apartment every morning like clockwork. He would see Bob Stinson walking over to Hum's Liquor every single morning. There were some things that came out in the book about Bob Stinson's childhood and that he had suffered some abuse as a kid and, suffered a lot emotionally and mentally, I guess. And so that's kind of inside the song, in between the lines in there. It's not meant to be judgmental. It's meant to be an ode to Bob Stinson.
Every morning it was the same. Walking down 22nd again. Such a lonely waltz of pain. Every morning at 9:45. Got his jack and headed back. Bang on his guitar, drink away another day. Hit it hard and hit it harder. Walking down to the corner to Hum's Liquor. Walking down to the corner to Hum's Liquor. Into the black and blue, dragging demons around with you. Everybody wants to see the crash until they see the red lights flash. Secrets of your past, closing in too fast. Everything was about to change. Nothing was ever built to last. Walking down to the corner to Hum's Liquor. Walking down to the corner to Hum's Liquor. Into the black and blue, dragging demons around with you. Everybody wants to see the crash till they see the red lights flash. Black and blue, dragging demons around with you. Everybody wants to see the crash till they see the red lights flash.
That's what ended up being one of my favorite songs on the record. And that was one that Tom Overby brought to the table lyrically. And then I wrote the melody. It's, to me, it's about basically being ready for the muse, as it were. The idea being that, you know, the song, it comes to you, and you're sort of a vehicle for the song. Or a lot of songwriters talk about that sometimes you're not sure where it comes from, and you feel like it just kind of comes from, you know, some other realm, maybe. And it kind of comes through you onto the paper. At the risk of sounding woo-woo, you know. But I think there's a lot of truth in that.
And I'll get off at every stop. I wanna be where the song can find me. I walk across the bridge, stare up at the stars, so close to the edge, and all the passing cars just to be where the song will find me. I wanna be where the song can find me. I know they will find me like they somehow do. Time to. I know they remind me when they're ready to be found. They'll come up behind me without making a sound, not making a sound. Myself alone in the madding crowd, on the bustling New York streets, people talking loud, a stool in the corner of a bar. sound without making a sound. Song can save me. And I can feel it can hear it coming from miles away. I can hear it coming from miles away. I can hear it coming from miles away. And I don't wanna get on board. I can hear it coming on down the track. I can hear it coming on down the track. I can hear it coming on down the track. And I don't wanna get on board. I don't wanna get on board. I don't wanna get on board. I don't wanna be no special rider. I don't wanna get on board. Big black train, big black train. I don't wanna get on board that big black train. Last time through, it took me far away. Last time through, it took me far away. Last time through, it took me far away. I don't wanna get on board. Didn't know if I was ever coming back. Didn't know if I was ever coming back. Didn't know if I was ever coming back. And I don't wanna get on board. I don't wanna get on board. I don't wanna get on board. I don't wanna be no special rider. I don't wanna get on board. Big black train, big black train. I don't wanna get on board that big black train. Gonna take me through the darkest night. Gonna take me through the darkest night. Gonna take me through the darkest night. And I don't wanna get on board. Didn't know if I was ever coming back. Didn't know if I was ever coming back. Didn't know if I was ever coming back. And I don't wanna get on board.
Hi. This is a recording session in Nashville, Tennessee. We're making all kinds of noise in here.
Yeah, man, I got a right to talk about what I see. Way too much is going wrong, and it's right in front of me. You can't rule me. You can't rule me. You can't take my money and try to rule me too. Yeah, you might expect me to follow, but I ain't gonna fall in line. I tell you what, this much I know, the dotted line ain't been signed. You can't rule me. You can't rule me. You can't take my soul and try to rule me too. You might beat me, you might cheat me, and try to make me change my mind. You might stick me, you might trick me. I'm gonna tell you one last time, you can't rule me. You can't rule me. You can't take my money and try to rule me too. Tell me what's good for me. You won't tell me what I'm paying for. Well, the game is fixed, it's plain to see that I ain't playing no more. You can't rule me. You can't rule me. You can't take my money and try to rule me too. You can't rule me.
I just want to say thanks to everybody for all your support all these years. And I'm just really thrilled that people are digging the new record. And, you know, I hope you have some fun with it. It's a fun record, I think. Take care of yourselves, everybody. And I love y'all. All my fans out there, you're the best. I just love you to death. Thank you.
Let's get the band back together. Let's get the band back together. Let's get the band back together. Let's get the band. Let's get the band back together.